What's up, everybody? Jump in here. Alright, guys. Alright. I had something I want to talk about. So this is a follow-up to my original video talking about how the Xbox One has changed their policies, or I should say Microsoft has changed their policies for the Xbox One. They took away the DRM, they took away the always online. The Kinect needing to be connected still is there, but at least they got rid of the DRM. And at least we can actually play offline now. That's great. I don't want my Xbox being a brick if I owned one, that's for sure. If you don't know what the DRM means, it's digital rights management. Some people are confused. I know that word's being thrown around, DRM, DRM, and some people, they don't know what the fuck it is. Digital rights management. In a nutshell, if there is DRM, you are basically buying a license to a game and not the actual game. So what that means is that if you own the license, then you own the license. But that license cannot be transferred to another person, like, for example, loaning a game or trading in a game easily. There's ways that they said that you could do it, but the reality is that more than likely it was going to be very complicated and confusing to actually be able to use DRM and trade in games or to loan games out. But now, because they are getting rid of the DRM, we are going to be able to buy pre-owned games, to trade in our games, and to loan our games out, and to also get rented games, which is a big deal to me. I definitely want to be able to rent games through GameFly with an Xbox One if I ever owned one, which I will not. That's my message of this video. Guys, I gotta be honest, when I made that video, I was in the heat of the moment. I just found that out probably like 5 or 10 minutes before I actually did the commentary, and I jumped on it. I was getting messages from all over the place. People were telling me, yo, check this out. So I read the article and I was excited, like, oh, this is great. This is a victory. That's what I was the most excited about, was the victory for the gamer. That we were able to accomplish this, to have them change their policy. That's a big deal to me. That's what I've been saying this whole time. And they did do that, which is great. I like that aspect. But, like I said, I did the video right away. And honestly, this whole Xbox thing is becoming like a bad breakup to me. I mean, it really is. And that sounds kind of dumb to some people, but I've been with Xbox now for 12 years. And I mean exclusively to Xbox. I don't play PC games. I don't own a PS3. I didn't even own a PS2. So I've been on Xbox since the beginning. So it's really hard for me to move on. But here's the thing, guys. I've been thinking about it. And I've been thinking about this a lot. So I only have one question for you guys. Why did they change the policies? That's my question, and this is what I want you to think about. They did the original reveal, right? We complained. We went on social media. We complained, and we told them, we do not want these things. We want games. A week before E3, they came out with all the policies, and we complained. We didn't want the DRM. We didn't want the always online. We didn't want our Kinects to be connected constantly. They didn't do anything. E3 comes around. And we were waiting for them to show us some games. And they did. And even if you're a fan of PlayStation, everybody was watching Xbox. Not just because we wanted them to blow us away, but we also wanted them to tell us about the policies, which they pretty much refused to do. They dodged questions in a lot of interviews. They constantly were trying to dodge a lot of these questions. But the one thing I remember hearing a lot was, the console is going to launch the way it is. The policies are not going to change. Now, all of a sudden, the policies, they changed them. So the question is why? They didn't listen to us at the reveal. They didn't listen to us when they announced the policies. At E3, they were pretty freaking confident that the policies weren't going to change. Now, if they would have got up there on E3 and said, listen, guys, because of all the backlash, we're changing the policies. We're not going to always have online. We're going to get rid of the DRM. Yay! Everybody would have been so excited. It would have been like, thank you, Microsoft. You made us happy. E3 is meant to do this. We're already excited for games. But you got up there and you told us this great news that we wanted to hear for a long time now. At least it feels like it's been a long time. It hasn't even been that long. They didn't do that. Instead, they told us to buy a fucking 360 if we didn't have good internet. They said really dumb things, and they pretty much stuck to their word, and they said they weren't going to change the policies. But they did. So what I came to realize is that, well, what could it have been? They didn't listen to us? No. They got a look at that pre-order list, and they knew that they were going to get stomped. They knew they were going down. They knew that we showed them that we were going to vote with our pockets. We weren't going to pre-order their console. We weren't going to buy their console. We were going to PlayStation 4, baby. It's over, Microsoft. You broke our fucking hearts. So what did they do? They got rid of the policies. But it's not because they love us, the gamer. It's because they love the green in their pockets. We are prophets. That's all we are. And the reality is that when you're talking about any major corporation, even including Sony, we are prophets to everyone. That's the reality. But when you make it so fucking blatant and you throw it at our faces and you stomp on our fucking hearts as Xbox fans for 12 years, it fucking hurts, man. It really does. So guess what, Microsoft? Fuck you. I don't care if they change every fucking policy. I don't care if the Xbox One is $100. I don't want it. Because you might have changed, but you're not really going to gain my trust back. I am not ever going to forget this. And I'm sure the hell never going to forgive it.